Guys, welcome back to another brand new video, and today is our first special video because today is 1 year celebration on the Advent of Assassin Survival series. Yes, this series has been through an entire year from last year, which is 2020, January 31st. We started the series, and then now we are here again. We are in the same world for an entire year. Think of this, if you guys just have to go back to my Advent of Ascension Survival Series episode 1, we started in January 31 and today is January 31. And it's insane. We just went through an entire year, 1 year celebration on the Advent of Ascension Survival Series, and behind me is the entire base that you are currently looking at. Unfortunately, this base isn't completed, so we still have a lot to work through. The 1 year celebration, I'm going to bring you to the World Tour. Let's start off with the base. This is the first actual home that I made in here. Let's give you guys a full view right here. It's pretty tall. It has 3 layers of it. And then this is currently the old home. And the idea of this base was built way back in episode 6. Right now I have my iPad open and this base is actually built in episode 5 to episode 6. And then we finished the base in episode something in later episodes. And then we have finally finished this base. This base uses kind of oak theme with birch and also white stained glass, and this is the main thing of this house. During the house building, I have really just like doing stupid mistake. Example, pressing shift, mining oak wood, the entire frame was gone, and it was very frustrating. Also in this building, I also uses a spruce wood, and which is pretty cool. So let's actually go inside and have a tour. So inside here is a pretty blank hallway, and I would suggest to look back some early episodes, and you can see that there's a lot of things changed in the early times, and now it's all changed. Usually here is the storage room area, if you guys remember from the very start of this survival series. And then now we are only left with this chest right here, which is the Palm Harvest Craft chest, which they store all of the different types of vegetables from this mod. Usually this should be a storage room, but I will explain that later. Alright, here we got some other storage right here, some Palm Harvest Craft tools. We got some different tokens right here, copper coins, and then some other mysterious item here. This place used to be our transmutation tablet place before the second floor or the third floor is built, or even that section over there is built. This used to be our entire base. Over down here section is a smelting room, which I create a down floor here using diamond furnace, and then just a very classic furnace system right here. Now let's take a look at some other plans right here. So in here is a small bedroom. I wasn't actually planning to make this, but here we go. This is the small bedroom that I have made. We got a painting, we got a white bed, some iron carpets, and then we got some chests which store some other stuff. We got some furnace here, and then we got some other item frame. This ring. If you activate it, you can actually make the farm go faster and get more wheat and other stuff. And let me just give a reminder to all of you guys who are watching this video right now. The version of mod that I'm playing 1.12.2, which is before blast furnace and then smoker were added. So yeah, this is the highest that you can get right here. I mean, like, you can do diamond furnace, but we're going to talk about that later. We got a crafting table and some cakes here. Over here we got the classic infinite water. Unfortunately, I didn't actually do any decoration in this place, so I'm just going to left it like this. Now let's take a look at the second floor. Second floor is basically everything. Everything from enchantment tables to different portals. This is a level 30 enchantment area. Over here we got some leftover stuff. I'm going to clean this afterwards in future episodes, but these are some collections from different dimensions and also different stuff. Example, we got this one here, which is a mecha cannon. Here we got the brown blaster, we got the mecha arc gun, and most of them are incomplete because currently I'm playing on AOA version 2, and there's a new version which is version 3, which all of them might be complete. Over here we got a temporary bed right here. We got this portal right here. Now this is a portal where you can use Ruinstone to activate to different dimension. Over here we have the alchemical station, which this station is a bit complicated to explain. I would highly recommend you to check out the Project E mod, which it features those of this alchemical chest right here, which we convert items with EMC. Over here we got the End Dragon right here, which I defeat the End Dragon in episode 37. And yeah, which is a pretty late episode because I was thinking I can beat it easily. And this is the first time that I beat it, and which is very good. Over here is some Dragon Breath and a shulker box of other stuff. Let's take a look, I guess. Let's put it down. So here are just all the armors that I just get from that looting. Over here is the nether portal. There's nothing in the nether portal. And yeah, because I use waypoints to get to place faster. Now let's take a look at the third floor, which is the newly built floor. On the third floor, we only have a beacon and that's it. This beacon represents the home. You can see we got waypoints, but I think beacon is much more representative of my home. And then we have a glass ceiling with some interdiction torch. Interdiction torch keeps mob away. So example, if we have mobs somewhere, if we have a charger right here, if we don't have this interdiction torch and we have a block there, they can actually come into here and attack us. If we have the interdiction torch, it won't. Now let's take a look at the final thing before we head into this big station. Unfortunately, this base was built very late, and we have one component in this base right here. The first ever base that we have is in that base right here. Wow. Okay, the reason of this is that at that time I didn't actually thinking of expanding this much big space, right? So I have the mining area down here. So what that means is that we have to go across the stairs to across our new space right here. And in now this new base right here, we got a mining area down here, which is the old one. This old mining area, let's take a look. I haven't been down here since like what is it, last time, like a few 20 episodes ago, I guess. And then down here we got a tunnel which we can go to here. Usually in this place, if you remember the early station right here, we got infinite water source, we got a lot of chests, we got furnaces right here. This is a water elevator built in like 10 episodes ago, I think. And this is the first ever ravine that we found, and we also found emerald in episode 2, I believe. Yeah, episode 2. Now let's actually start looking at the big base, which you can see at the back here, which this is a really big space right here. And this started in episode 15, I guess. Yeah, episode 15 live, and then 15 is a big house change. And then it continued on episode 16, episode 17, episode 18, and continue forward until somewhere we have done this. And this is actually a pretty big space. Let me just walk for you guys, and then you can experience this large space right here. And you have to adapt that this is pretty large space, right? I haven't actually filled in every single area because it's just too large. I haven't think of what to put inside here. Also, it got a second floor here, followed by the spiral staircase. From now on, we're just going to call this the second base. Over here, we got a small entrance over here, which you can go back to the first base. Right here, there's some cakes down here that we can eat. And sometimes, because I don't really want to go downstairs and then go up and then somehow like get around it, even have flying on, I just don't want to, so I just put a ladder right here. So I can just climb up and I can get to the second floor. Now let's start with the first one. This is the cake house. Why do I call this a cake house? Because on one day I was actually a birthday right at that day, so I decided to stream it, and I think it's episode 24. Episode 24, I designed this cake room right here, which is source all sorts of cake. We got a normal cake, we got a carrot cake, cheesecake, and then cherry cheesecake, and some other cakes that I haven't been doing, and I've stored them all in the individual chest. Over here we have the armor room. also called the armory storage room. I tried to use a black and white theme. It looks pretty good. And in future days, I might change this to concrete for whatever reason, I guess. So we got different types of armors here, and some other armors missing. Over here is the storage system right here. It is a pretty big storage system. I have calculated before, it's round about 100 plus storage space that we can get. Range from ores to different essence to different types of blocks, etc, etc, and then we have different types of ores and other stuff. We still have 2 haven't used it, which is great. Now let's take a look at the banner wall. Banner wall is officially moved to here in the last episode. In the last episode, I decided to move the banner wall from the first base to the second base, and now it looks like this. It looks much more better and cleaner. We have different types of banner here. Now mostly everything has been done, but there's one more thing left, which is the giant farm right here that we started at the start of the episode. This farm is very huge. It is built in episode 12, which is called the Huge Vegetable Farm if you guys want to watch it. And then episode 11 introduced to food mod. Now there's some plants that are missing of some reason, but other than that, it's pretty huge. Just have a look at this. You can clearly see from here how much time I spent on. But remember guys, before this huge farm, there was just one small farm over here, just like this side right here. Let me just tell you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's the entire farm. So currently you see every farm from all the way here, ranging from all the way here, was actually in this small tiny area. Later I split it out to 5x5 area for this, and it looks amazing. Now let's actually go through each of the farms. We have the radish farm here, corn farm, artichoke, oats, raspberry, winter squash, parsnip, cucumber, beet, cotton, tea seeds. And then let's move on to the next section. Bell pepper, rutabaga, mustard seeds, cabbage, rutabaga again. Wait, what? Oh, so we have remade 2 of the same farms, but in different types. We got one here, and then we got another one here. That's a huge mistake. I'm going to fix that. Peanuts, spinach, rye, celery, cornflower, barley. Let's move on to the final section. Peas, onion, chili pepper, and hollytop seeds. Then we'll move on to beans, and then finally strawberry farm. That's it. That's round about 30 farms in the house, and that's it for the entire base. The following part of this is going to be a long while, so I hope you guys are listening, and if you don't want to listen, you can always skip using the timestamp in the description below. So now let's actually talk about some history of the space after we have finished the world tower. So I mean, like, this is really mean to us, and we have spent day 33 on this entire world. And you can see that the place right here is all broken, and then there's like mining out areas, but overall the spawn didn't change really much. It did change at some point. Now, how am I going to go through history? We're just going to start from episode 1 all the way to now. In episode 1, we started with getting started, introduce you guys some mods right here, and then we spawned in this beautiful landscape over here with some chargers and some cyclops. Basically, there used to be some trees over here, and then this place is nothing. Used to be nothing. This place is literally nothing, and yeah, we have this large lake right here. And then in episode 1, we also started our base. Our little base started as a hut run by this water source right here. It used to be something like this. There's not like this large building right here. So I hope you guys are ready to go back to watch episode 1. And I have a challenge for you guys. I want you guys to tell me the difference between episode 1 and episode 41. Yeah, I'm not joking. 40 episodes. Episode 1 and episode 41, I want you guys to tell me the difference. In episode 2, we started the found emerald with new tools. At that time, the newest tool that was found, it was called limonite pickaxe, which is a really good tool, I guess. Limonite pickaxe at the very start. And then in episode 3, we found a new ravine. And in episode 4, we have found the more mining stuff. We did some more mining, and then we found a worm book. For those of you who don't know the worm book is actually used to activate this thing right here. Wow, this looks great, but it's used to activate this Realmstone portal right here, the worm book. In episode 5, we start deforestation and then start designing this huge house, which is the first base that we are currently in right now. In episode 6, it's just a time lapse of building a house. Episode 7 is half of the house completed. Episode 8, we have a gold furnace. At that time, I think gold furnace are faster, but we have diamond furnace, dark matter furnace, and red matter furnace to go. In episode 9, we started to go into the nether, and it was laggy. I'm not kidding you, but going to the nether is really laggy. I designed this expo right here. Looks pretty good, right? In episode 10, we found the real nether fortress. There's one fortress which is fake. In episode 11, I started playing around with some foods, which is the palm harvest crop mod. In episode 12, we started the huge vegetable farm that I just showed you an earlier ago. Episode 13 was the first ever live stream in the series. And then there's a summary of episode 13, which we found 2 new ores. Episode 14, we finally found a limestone, which is the iron mine limestone that we went for the first limestone, the first road. Episode 15, we started this big house change right here. Episode 16, 17 is all about housing. In episode 18, we started this transmutation table. After episode 18 is become something else, which is the transmutation tablet, which you require 4 dark matter block. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how painful that period is. I have to say this painful 3 times because it is very important. In episode 19, we started the energy collector, which is the alchemical chest, which you can turn different things into other things in this machine right here. Episode 20 is really where I actually started to get involved with it. Episode 20, we have the ice cream. In episode 20, we started the food, which is basically food from Palm's Hovercraft. From episode 21, we started the speed boots, the speed armor. I'm trying to get everything done. And in episode 22, you can see a very big change with episode 21. Episode 21 is still some photos, but episode 22 is literally the set theme for like the rest of the season, I guess. Episode 22, we found a king charger. If you don't know what is a king charger, it's another type of chargers. Episode 23, we found a secret of the safari ore, which it have EMC, which is the best thing ever. Another live episode with second floor building area and with cakes. In episode 25, we actually did a project which I'm going to show you guys later, but it doesn't exist anymore. I'm just going to tell you guys what project is that one, and we have very bad lags. In episode 26, we went to our first ever dimension, which is the Iron Mine dimension, and we also make an expo of it. Currently, to this day, this is the wallpaper that I use for my Chrome browser. In episode 27 is a very short episode. We started just by designing this staircase, which we can go for 1 to level 2. Really hard to design a spiral staircase in Minecraft. Episode 28 is where we designed the expo, which I just realized is the exact same length with episode 27. Episode 29, we started building the storage room right here, which is pretty big, I have to say that. Episode 20, another live, and then which is sorting out all the storage. Episode 31, we started going to another dimension, which is called the cliff dimension, which is right here. We did a lot of stuff in here. Episode 22, we started the armor storage room, which is right down here, which I show you over here. We got the black and white, and then we got the armor storage room. Episode 33 is really, it started going. It just started going with the Project E mod. We started with this black hole band, and then we get other bands like Swift Whoops, and then we get like different stuff. Episode 34, we have this Lifestone Forever, which is actually restore both hunger and heart, and half a heart and shank every 0.25 seconds. So if we take damage, we have this on, then it's basically good. On episode 35, we have Dream Come True. We can fly in survival. And then in episode 36, we went to a brand new dimension, which is called the Mysterious Dimension, which I will never go to that dimension again, because it is extremely laggy, and I just don't want to go to it again, I guess. In episode 37, we beat the Ender Dragon, and we also got a Dragon Egg, followed by episode 38, we start a End City Hunt, and which is pretty sad. Episode 39, we went to another dimension, which is this portal facing right here, the Candyland dimension. Episode 40, we fight the Wither, and then we design that expo, and then we have this huge beacon right here. Follow up to the current series, which is the current episode, episode 41, Dark Metal Pickaxe. We have finally have a Dark Metal Pickaxe, which is right here. Let's actually take a look. Wait, where's the Dark Metal? So I did a dark. What? Guys, I have to just say something very weird, which is I lost my Dark Metal Pickaxe. Oh, it's here! It's here! I just put it in the enchantment table, I didn't notice. I thought it's gone, but there we go. The Dark Metal Pickaxe, which costs 3 Dark Matter, which is 159,000 EMC per Dark Matter, and then 2 diamonds. And which is insane. But in the future, we're going to do Red Matter and other stuff. So yeah, that's it. The Dark Metal Pickaxe is here. We found it. And then we might just keep this for something else. So there we go, guys. That is the history of from episode 1 to episode 41, all history episodes. But that is not the point of today's video. Today's video is about World Tour. We still have one more topic I have to say. Just now in the history, I said that we have a project that it doesn't ever exist, which is the mob farm project. So let's actually go out here. Outside here, you can see this very flat right here, this dark spot right here. This used to be a mob farm right here. Now the reason that I didn't, the reason that I built a mob farm, I was trying to test like if I can actually build an actual mob farm which does work, which does not work. And yes, it was pretty disappointing because it does not work. The episode that I built the mob farm is, I think, a pretty mid-stage episode. I think episode 25, new project and bad lag. And I think in episode somewhere I take down off camera because it was not functioning correctly. I think I did take off on camera. I think I'm not too sure. I'm not sure. I might have to go back to check. Maybe you guys can help me check through some episode. I will give you guys a range, which is episode 25 to episode 27. So check it out for yourself. So right here is done. And there's also another place that I undiscovered. In episode something, I think a live stream, I heard about me just saying that in someday I might refill this place and then just something. So right under somewhere here, there is a small cave which leads to a ravine, I think, somewhere over here. Oh my goodness, this is fast. This is fast, but I can't find it because it is hidden somewhere deep in the ground, right? So I might have to go through and look at it, but you can see that most of this area is cleaned up well because there's a lot of caves and stuff. I'm still thinking of like closing this area off, but I'm just going to leave it. It's natural, right? On the note of that, thank you guys for watching today's episode. It's been a long time. It's been a celebration. It's just a world tour. Thank you guys for supporting me over this many years of playing Minecraft. Maybe just 1 year of just playing this Minecraft survival mode. It has been a huge support to me, and yeah, 1 like, 1 subscriber, it just made me feel better. And I think if I remember last year, I didn't actually have 100 subscribers. I was sitting around about 60 subscribers. So we come a long way, guys. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you do enjoy it, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Leave a like, that was really awesome. Click the bell for notifications to miss out any new videos. Bye guys.